Hey guys, Cars and Trucks here. I just wanted to add a quick video. I should have done this in the light video I made, but I forgot, and someone posted a comment and reminded me about it. Um, the uh, the wireless tow light that I have. There's some people out there who aren't familiar with it. When I tow a car, when I have a car on the wheel lift, when I have two cars, I'm supposed to have lights on it, obviously, so that no one runs in the back of it or whatever. And for the last, 5 years or whatever, they've had these wireless ones. Before that, I still have the old ones. You had a long cord that plugged in this plug. It's a 4-prong plug, and two single 4-inch brake lights, like that size right there. Okay, they were on little magnets, and you stuck them, on the back of a car, on the trunk lid or whatever, and you had to run the wire. And there's always a pain in the butt. You had to wrap the wire around the mirror, and sometimes you'd, open the top of the door and stick the wire in it, to hold it. And there was always a pain in the butt. You always had to worry about ripping the wire off, the wire getting caught on something, the wire dragging on the road, or the fact of the lights falling off. I mean, through the years, I've destroyed probably 3 sets of those tow lights, because they fall off, and they're dragging behind you, for a mile down the road or something. So, they were just a pain in the butt, and because of that fact, a lot of people were lazy and didn't put them on, and I was one of those people. Sometimes I wouldn't put them on just because I was so close, like, oh, I'm going to spend like 5 minutes running this wire, and I'm only going a half a mile. So those are just a pain in the ass. But nowadays we have these wireless lights that you can stick on the car. They come in different, there's different ones you can get. Like, ones are strips like this one I have. Some are 2 individual lights. They're separate. You have one with one magnet, one with another magnet. If you want, it depends on what you want. Me, I wanted the all one piece thing, so I didn't have to worry about, losing one light or something like that. Some of them are narrower than others. Mine's pretty wide. It's, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Mine's 15 LEDs wide. Some are only 12, it depends. But the way it works is that plug right here, okay, that 4-prong plug, where you would normally plug in the plug for your, regular wired lights, you plug this in. This is a little wireless transmitter. It's got a little antenna on it. I have mine zip tied to keep it out of the way. But what you do is you plug that in. It's hard to do with one hand. I'm going to have to put this down a second. Okay, there it is. See, it's plugged in, okay? That's my, that's my light plug. So, it's plugged in there, okay? And on the bottom of the light, it's battery powered, obviously. I have a charger. You turn it on, and it does a little test thing where it blinks and stuff, and it tells you if it's picked up the transmitter or whatever, Then from there it works. I mean, I charge mine once a month, and it's never gone dead on me. Once a month I charge it, and that's good. I mean, the batteries last forever. But yeah, so once it's plugged in, you're good to go. It doesn't have like a parking light feature. Like, when you turn it on, it's on. Like, my parking lights are not on right now, but it's on. So when you have it on, it's on. And when you step on the brake or a turn signal, it gets brighter, or half of it flashes. I'll go up I'll take it up to the front of the truck and show you how it changes. So there it is there. Now I'm going to turn the one turn signal on. See, there's half of it flashing. It's not working. Oh, wait. Why isn't this working now? Okay, there it goes. And there's the other half. And when you hit the brake, both flash. You know, the whole thing lights up brighter. But the other problem, too, is that these lights, they're expensive. It's $400 for the kit, for the light and the transmitter. Okay? And the other problem, too, is, you know, people say, oh, we'll drive off with it. Yeah, sometimes you can drive off and forget about it on a car that you dropped, but don't. I mean, some of the lights come with a little warning thing to where it lets you know that you drove off without it. Mine doesn't. I just know better than to leave it because, like I said, it was $400. And the other thing, too, is that sometimes people lose the transmitters. You know, they get damaged from being out in the weather and stuff. And the transmitter is $200. And the light, you know, is $200. You know, to buy them separately, they're about $200 a piece. And what was going on was you had to take this out of the back of your truck, you know, at least in my area, because some people were stealing them because they realized they were worth money. You know, you could walk right behind someone's tow truck and steal this thing, and you could sell it for $100, you know, or whatever. So some people were stealing it. And also back here in the light video, I talked about, you know, the battery acid and oil running all over it. You know, that runs all over this. That's gonna screw it up, you know, and make it not last as long. So what I did, so that I didn't have to worry about, number one, it getting stolen, or number two, it getting damaged, being plugged in the back all the time, I put a separate plug up here underneath my dash. I don't know if you can see it there. It's hard to see. It's right there. It's right next to my steering shaft that comes down. So I put that in, and I just wired it right to the turn signal switch, because that, in an international, your turn signal switch, the brake lights go through that. It's 3 wires, that's it. So I just hopped right in the wiring harness right here. That's actually where I hopped in the harness. And I put a separate plug, so that way my transmitter was never out in the elements. I never have to worry about it getting stolen, because it's inside my truck and it's hidden. So that's where I keep it, you know, so I don't have to worry about plugging it in all the time and whatever. I'll turn it back on so you can see that it, you know, it obviously works like that. So there goes there goes half of it. It flashes, and that's the other half. I don't know why this isn't, it doesn't want to like pick it up. The camera's weird, but you get the idea. There it goes. That's a little better. Half of it flashes, you know, for right, and then the other half flashes for left. So that's how it works, you know, and that's how I have, you know, that's how I have it set up with my truck, with the other plug under the dash, so I don't have to deal with it, you know, getting destroyed, or, you know, deal with someone stealing it. You know, that's where I keep it in the truck. It's got a magnet on it. Sticks. There's a piece of steel right there for my blower motor box. It sticks right there. That's where it usually is. Here's the, I have the plug for it right here. It's just a 12-volt cigarette lighter plug. You know, it just plugs right in. And the end is right there. And on the bottom of the light, this is a little jack right here. You just plug it right in. and then you plug it in like that, and the light the light tells you if it's dead. So you know what, actually I'm going to leave this plugged in because it seems like it's a little low. So I haven't charged it. Like I said, I charge it like once a month. I haven't charged it in the last month, so I'll leave it plugged in for a little while. But yeah, like I said, just you know, it works good. You know, the transmitter and everything. You know, I don't have a problem with distance. Like, you know, I thought that when I put the plug underneath the dash, I would have a problem with the car being with the light being too far back on the car, you know, and it wouldn't pick up the signal or whatever, or it trying to go through the metal of the truck. But it's got a strong transmitter on it, and it works good. I've never had a problem with it. So, but like I said, it's just easier, you know, and it makes you put the light on more. You know, it only takes me a second to grab that light out of there and stick it on whatever car I'm towing. I usually put it on every single car I tow unless, like, I'm in the middle of the road and traffic's all backed up and stuff and I forget about it, but most of the time I do put it on. So, you know, and like I said, before that with the stupid wired lights, you know what, I have a set of them. I'll actually show you them. With the wired lights, you know, like I said, I was lazy and didn't really do it much, you know, because of the fact of having to run the wire. And then also, you know, you could tow someone's brand new car, you know, and you have those lights on there and that wire bouncing around. You know, I wouldn't want a wire bouncing around and scratching my paint all up on the side of my car. But let me see if these are here. Oh yeah, here's a set of the old lights that I used to use. But see, they're right there. They stick together with a magnet. You know, they're separate. I'm not going to unroll it because I don't feel like rolling it back up, but it's got like a 5-foot wire in between the two, and you stick them on the car, and then you run that wire all the way up and plug it into that plug. So yeah, it's, you know, it's really nice. It's convenient. Like I said, it makes, you know, it makes me use the lights a lot more than I normally would or have in the past because of the convenience reason. So there you go. For, you know, some of you people out there that don't know how that works or not familiar with it, that should explain it all to you. So comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks.